what's up out there, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about something that's one of the most annoying things to me about, any vehicle, especially my vehicles that I have, and that's water spots. We're gonna keep it real, okay? There are some water spots that can come off in the wash, and there are some water spots that won't come off in the wash. Some you have to use different types of treatment in order to get those water spots off. Some of those water spots, because the thing about it is that rain, it comes down in the atmosphere, chemicals in it, okay? Chemicals from the atmosphere can be in that rain. You all heard of acid rain that comes down, We don't know what's up there that's getting in the clouds. There are planes that are flying up in there, and the planes are shooting out the gas that they release, the fuel that goes up into the atmosphere. A lot of that stuff comes out in the clouds and comes down in your rain. You ever notice that, sometimes it rains and you come out and you see these big rain water spots and they look dirty because it's a lot of dirt that's up in the clouds that gets up in it and comes down and, spots all over everywhere. I just noticed some spots, in my 300 that I'm gonna show you how I get the spots off, okay? So what I'll do, I'll pan the camera over and I wanna show you guys, there they are right there, okay? And these spots did not just get in the car. I mean, they've been there for some time, all right? Even after I've washed it, cleaned it, and I do have some paint sealant over it because I have sealant over all my vehicles, all right? Look at it down there, okay? On the vinyl stripping part, which is right there. Those are water spots. At least I assume that they are water spots, okay? I assume, because I'm not for sure. There may be something else, but if you notice, they come down in a trickle pattern. If you look around this way, you don't see them. If you look around on that side over there, you don't see them. Look around the entire vehicle, and they are strictly right in this area, right here, on the passenger side coming down. So I'm gonna show you how I tackle and get these spots off. Okay, so to do this, I'm gonna be using my Zoda random orbital polish. I mean, this, not very expensive. I don't have expensive polishers, okay? So I told you guys, I am the budget detailer guy. I use what I can use, but I do get the same results, okay? I mean, it might not be as smooth as some of the most expensive polishers that they got, but I can still get the same results out of it, okay? And I've been using this for quite some time now, for quite some years, and still working pretty good. I'm gonna be using this microfiber pad that's on here, okay? And I know a microfiber pad can be very aggressive, okay? It can be aggressive if you use it aggressively, but I'm gonna be using it real lightly. And the stuff I'm going to use on it this time, instead of using the Meguiar's, I'm going to use the Griots Garage, the complete compound, okay? Because these are mirrored water spots, okay? I don't want to use anything too aggressive because for those of you who do know, there are people who know, the detailer guys know, but for those of you who don't know, that every time you put some type of compound, on your finish, you are slowly wearing down the clear coat. You're slowly pulling that clear coat off of it. It may look good when it comes off, but you are slowly pulling that clear coat off. So with that, I got a little bit dabbed on this, and I'm gonna take it, and I'm just gonna do this top part. I'm gonna come from right here to where the black stripping, which is right down, if you guys can see that or not, where that black vinyl stripping is. I'm gonna do it because the spots go beyond that. But I'm gonna go from here to here to see what type of results we get out of that. Okay, and we're just gonna hit this one area here, smooth this in here real good. Now, I have a light, but it's kind of actually hard to hold this light and buff it at the same time, which I'm gonna try it, okay? And I'm gonna go on my speeds right here. I'm gonna go on the lowest speed. Well, I'm gonna start it off on 2, because 1 is just way too low, and then I'll take it up from there. Okay. Stop the pad on it. I don't want to throw the pad off of it, And from my understanding is that when you stop that pad on there, you can do something to the ball bearings and the wheels when you take it off of it and you let it just freely roll by itself. I don't know. That's what I heard somebody say. I don't know how true that is, but you know, I don't go by everything everybody says. But then, you know, like I said, everybody's got their own way of doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a nice, clean Griots garage. Not Griots garage. This is Chemical Guys. One of those Chemical Guys tile. Okay, and we're gonna buff it off and see what happens here. Okay. Okay. Now, as you can see, I got that buffed off. Now, some of it came off. Let's take a close look at here. Some of it came off. As a matter of fact, there's still some at the top where I barely hit, which was up here. You can see those little spots right there. But as you work down this way here, you can see them gone. They're gone. They're gone. We'll go down to where that black vinyl stripping is, and there it is right there. That's where it meets at. Okay? You can barely see them. Most of them are gone. Okay? So that tells me that I can go over it again and hit it just a little bit more. Okay, I don't want to get too aggressive with it, but I just want to get those spots off of it. So I'm going to hit it one more time with the same thing. Now this time I'm going to speed the polisher up a little bit more and hold it up on there to get a little bit, just get a little bit more aggressive with it. That's all I want. Okay. Just take our microfiber, wipe it off. And we went down to right there where the black vinyl stripping is. So let's come in a little bit closer here. Let's take a look at the light. Okay. Now you see that where it smears a little bit, that's where the compound, you know, I can wipe all that off, but I always put a little bit of top over it. But if you, as you can look and see, even the ones that were up here are just about gone. Okay. I see just a couple of small spots right up in this area right here. Okay. But as we work our way down, let me show you. Let's work our way down to where the vinyl stripping is. You'll see that's where the other stuff was. And on down where I did not touch. I didn't touch down there, but I got up here. This is where I got a couple of small spots right there, but the majority of them are gone. Okay. The majority of the spots are gone. All right, so the reason why I showed you guys this is because this is how I remove my spots and stuff. The thing about it is, I want y'all to know that, you know, a lot of times, you know, people will look and, you know, when they take their cars to a different, you know, to a detail or something, and somebody tells you, anybody that's doing this type of work that tells you, hey, you know, it'll cost you this much to get this off, you know, and some people may think the prices are high, you know, and sometimes the prices are high, but, you know, this is not easy work. It's not. It's not a rocket science, okay? It's not a rocket science, all right, where you have to figure out numbers and whatnot. What it does, it takes some time, patience, and it takes a passion to do it. And, you know, there are some of us that have a passion to do it. There are some detailers that are in the business just to make the money. Okay, but I tell you this, what I do know, and I do believe this, is that the majority of people in there that are doing it because they love the work. I love the work myself. I love doing this. I love taking a vehicle and making it look better. I like taking anything and enhancing it. That's just me. That's how I do things. So, you know, like I say, it's some elbow work into this. It's not It's not something that just, just comes right by you and just, hey, this is easy money. This is some strenuous stuff to do. This past weekend, I had 3 cars to do. I had 3 vehicles to do Saturday, and I did 2 on Sunday, and I'm wore out for that, and that's just me. I do this, myself. I'm wore out, but ask me if I do it again in a heartbeat. Hell yeah, I would. Because it's what I do, it's what I love to do. I have a passion for doing this kind of work. So now, since I've gotten this off right here, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of topper over it, a little bit of ceramic spray topping over it, because I just got to compounding it, okay? So compounding it is basically removing whatever wax or whatever that was right there to get down, to take the spots out of it. But before I do that, I'm going to finish this bottom piece down here. If you guys can see that or not, this stuff down here where I did not, put my light on there, where I'll show you where there are still water spots, which are in this area here, going down there and going right up in there. And you can see it's a couple which are right here where my fingers are, but going up the way they all stop. And it's a little bit of misty in that area, but that's what happened. The stuff hazes up. And it hazes up, and the thing about it is this Griots, this complete compound Griots garage, it's okay. It's I like the McGuire's compound better. To me, I've had better success with it, but it could be because of what I was using it on. This stuff is good too. Don't get me wrong. I am not, because non-paid advertisement. Nobody's paying me anything to say this stuff. Would I suggest that anybody buy this stuff? Yeah. The Griots, the complete compound is good. This is supposed to be one and done. That's what that is, okay? So, and what works for some may not work for everybody else, but I like Griots garage stuff, period. I really do. I do. So, like I said, with all that being said, I'm going to put a little bit of topper on that, and we're going to see how the finishing of that's going to end up looking. Hey, I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to the channel. I need y'all to please hit those like buttons, hit that subscribe, that notification button. We need to get all those in. Keep the numbers keep going up, and I'm happy to bring to you what I'm bringing to you. But I tell you what, on the next video I'm going straight old school with y'all, okay? And I mean, I'm going old school. This stuff here I had gotten from, remember I told you I picked it up on sale, the Colonite insulator, number 845 wax. Now, that's what I mean when I say old school. This stuff has been around for a long time. I have never used it, but this time I am going to use it and see exactly what happens, all right? So, I mean, I've gotten comments on it, some people telling me to warm it up before putting it on there, and I will. I'll set it down, the bottle down in some hot water and let it sit to loosen up real good. But this is the next stuff I'm gonna be using on the next video, and we're gonna see, how it comes out. I've heard some people even say that they like this actually better than a lot of the new stuff that's out. And you gotta remember something, there's nothing wrong with the old school stuff, because the old school stuff paved the way for the new school stuff that's going on right now. That's just like they say with the old folks. The old folks, we paved the way for you young new jacks that are out there right now, with the stuff that we done. And a lot of things, are best done in the way that you used to do it. They are. There's some things are done better. There's always a way you can newly and improve things, do things in a new and improved way. But sometimes doing old school ain't so bad. It really isn't. As a matter of fact, it's kind of fun. Anyway, thank y'all so much. We'll see you next time. Peace. Colonite Insulator. Next show.